告知っていう。
Welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer. Hello, new subscribers. I really hope you're enjoying the content of this channel that includes both astrology clips and tarot readings. Hello, returning subscribers, my loyal fam. I'm so happy to have you here. I hope that you will enjoy this reading. This is a career reading. It is a much requested reading, and I hope to provide you with some inspiration and guidance to push you forward on your professional path in this period. This reading is timeless and it applies to the moment when you stumble upon it due to the laws of serendipity. I hope you can find it useful. I hope it will bring a smile on your face and just make your day a little bit better. These are the intentions with which I create this reading. This reading is particularly special because over the weekend we crossed 40K. Guys, this is wonderful. You are blessing me with so much love, and it just inspires me to keep producing videos for you that hopefully just bring us together, just make us feel good, just, I don't know, inspire us to be more creative. It really makes me so happy when I receive DMs and emails and comments from you which describe how beautiful this whole experience, this experience of us together with spirit co-creating magic. So I hope you can continue to follow me on this journey. There are so many exciting things coming up. I am bursting with ideas. The only thing I am lacking at the moment is energy, because you guys have also been blessing me with a lot of personal readings. So I'm still working on certain readings that I've been booked a couple of months ago, and on certain projects that I also want to release, but well, Mercury retrograde in Libra kind of put a spanner in most of my works. But no matter what has happened, this year has been so abundant and so beautiful, and I'm truly blessed to be able to be doing this work here for you. So because this reading is a giveaway, I would like you very kindly to subscribe. If you haven't yet, include yourself in our family, my love, in your family. It's your family already. What are you doing on the outside looking in? Come on, join us. And like this video as well, and just leave a comment below so I would know who you are and I'm able to get in touch with you in case you want the reading. It will be a free general reading that I am gifting, and what I would like you to comment below is, who is your favorite leader and why? Help us learn, help us understand who is a person that you look up to, and maybe your comment might inspire somebody else to leave another comment, or maybe to think about the leaders in their own life. This can be a local person, a family member even, or somebody more famous and internationally known. Great, so now let me introduce to you the options. As you guys know, if you're new to my channel, by the way, I like to pre-shuffle the oracle cards because they give us some additional information to the tarot, the main tarot deck that I'll be shuffling live in front of you in each reading. But I don't want to eat up too much from your reading time. This is why I pre-shuffle the oracle cards, and you see them all here. I'm using today the Witch's Oracle, the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle, and the Nicoletta Ceccoli Oracle. Again, they're all linked in the description box below, and you can even click on an Amazon affiliate link if you would like to purchase the deck. I also earn a small commission from that purchase. But today I'll be using the Mystical Moments Tarot for the main tarot part. And this is the German version. I absolutely love this one. It's full of Baroque drawings and paintings. It reminds me of Victorian steampunk kind of atmosphere. It's just very lush and sensual and so well decorated. And I also have here, of course, you already saw them, crazy coffee cups, right? You guys know that in my readings, I like to trail off the beaten track. Yeah, many times. We have had a couple of hits and misses on my channel, but that's the nature of creative work, you know? You feel the impulse, you feel the inspiration, everything kind of starts pouring, downloads start pouring in you, in your mind, in your body, in your heart from spirit. And then you just have to follow that creative impulse and go ahead and do it. And if certain people like it, that's great. If more people like it, that's excellent. If nobody likes it, well, at least you tried, right? That's basically the philosophy of the creative work that I provide here on the channel. So we have here for group 1, this is the garage coffee cup, and it shows this green truck. I can tell you a little story, guys, about these coffee cups. They're actually purchased from nearby local artisan coffee stores. And I really enjoy supporting small businesses. And especially if the coffee is really good and it is at an affordable price, I would strongly suggest, guys, that you support your local coffee stores as well. You know, big coffee chains pose a large competition against these small artisan stores, and they can easily, you know, go bankrupt, especially with the current Saturn and the collective energy of Aquarius. A lot of businesses have gone bankrupt, and it's a shame to see this happen because I really like the diversity. I really like the familiarity and the small cozy collective that is created around a really good coffee store. So you don't have to follow my example. I just wanted to remind you of this really sweet way in which you can contribute to the good in society by just maybe supporting your local coffee stores in your neighborhood, you know? We have here for group 2 the boiler milk and coffee. It has this pattern of a coffee bean on it, and it is quite tiny. And then we also have here one of my favorite glyphs in astrology, the Jupiter glyph from the Jupiter coffee store. So take a moment now to reflect on which of these, maybe coffee cups, maybe the size, the shape, the symbols on them pulls you in the most. Feel free to choose more than one if you have more than one career or more than one career question. And if you've made your choice, I won't keep you too long. I know your time is precious. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. And I can't wait to see you at your pile to divinate. Hey group 1, hello my loves, welcome to your career reading. This is a special 40k celebratory pick a card. So I would urge you to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below in the comment section letting me know who is your favorite leader and why, for a chance to win one free general tarot reading with me. Okay, so this is for those of you that were drawn to this garage coffee cup. Let's find out. I have your oracle cards pre-shuffled here, and let's find out by pulling from the Mystical Moments Tarot. What is the energy at the moment in your career? Oof. You're stressed, or stressing. Some of you are heavily tripping. I feel that you're worried because my right eye started, my right eyelid started batting. Yeah, I'm hearing heaviness, a difficult boss, potentially. Wanting to move away from the environment in which you find yourself. Okay, wow, talk about a difficult boss, the Hierophant. But this person is challenging you for your own good. Even though you might really hate their guts right now, they're pushing you towards the direction that you're meant to go to. This person is a blessing in disguise. This is a spiritual karmic contender that appeared in your life to help you potentially fulfill the content of the house and the sign where your north node is in your birth chart. I can tell you guys a personal story. This similar thing happened to me when I was stuck working in academia. I had a boss that was relentlessly like wanting to talk to me and kind of criticizing me and occupying all of my time and space. And I had to draw some pretty firm boundaries with her. And at the time I was like, why is this person so awful with me, you know? But now looking back, she actually helped me get out of that environment through her really nasty character. And I actually started doing this kind of work that I wake up in the morning every day, and I'm truly grateful that I'm able to be doing for you. So that's the thing, you know, the benefit of hindsight will help you in this situation if indeed you have a person that is on your head all the time. This can be even a parent that keeps, you know, nagging you about your diploma, about your certificate, your studies, right? When are you gonna get them? When are you gonna graduate? What are you gonna do? And you might be going like through a lot of stress at the moment, but actually the stress is really helping you develop inner strength and determination. And even by reacting in a cutting way or in a boundary setting way, or by like just telling the other person, no, I'm not going to do what you want, I'm going to do what I want. So by actually bringing up your inner fire, you're fulfilling the content of your destiny. So I would strongly suggest that if you chose this group and if you identify with what you hear just in the first part of your reading, have a look at your personal birth chart and look at your North Node, because I feel that this is something that is like energizing you in the best possible way. But at the moment, you don't really see the blessing because you're so caught up in the karma. So in the consequences of the actions that you could potentially have undertaken in a past life. And now in the present, all this stress and mayhem is manifesting in your life as it had to happen in divine timing. So it's kind of like the transit of the planets is unleashing this karmic debt that you have to pay back through effort in this relationship with your boss. And you are, and I see that you're working very diligently, you know? You're learning the lesson, you're really tapping into your inner knowing, and I feel that you're quite brave. But this situation could be a little bit painful because I just noticed that my right leg has leapt on the bar of the table that I have here, and it was a bit painful when I moved it. So yeah, speaking of pain, 8 of Swords. The thing that causes you the most pain is not knowing what comes up next. 444 when I said that. This is the thing that brings you the most pain. This is the thing that kind of makes you feel like your wings were clipped. When in reality, lunging into the unknown is the best thing that could happen to you at the moment in your career, because I have a feeling that you're holding on to things that are not good for you just because you want to continue in the space of I have an income that I earn each month at a specific time, and maybe it's not much, maybe it's not actually representative of your true value, but you still hold on to it because you feel that's safe. But you're not realizing that this is actually a gilded cage, or even a silver cage. It doesn't look very fancy, right? So it's kind of like you're keeping yourself willingly trapped because you are afraid of owning your freedom, your creative freedom, your identity, your personality. You're afraid of, I think on some level, even selling yourself. Because you might find that this is something nasty that you don't want to do. But paradoxically, I'm getting a sense that this could work in your favor. We have here the 10 of Wands. What a beautiful card. So spring is going to be incredibly significant for you finally being able to resolve the conflict and have the courage to make this necessary change. Do you see how the light is changing as I'm moving this card? This is fantastic. I do know it's a light adapter in my phone camera, but this is the first time it's been happening in a reading. I love it. So you have the power to control how much shadow or light exists in your career. Yeah, you have it. You have that power. It's based on the decisions that you're making at the moment. And even if you might be thinking, I can't just quit before the holidays because it will be really depressing if I'm jobless for the holidays, then I see that with the tulips, which come, they bloom in kind of the second, third week of March here in my part of the world. I'm getting a sense that by then you'll be able to drop the burden and experience a sense of relief, because 10 of Wands is about the end of your deep journey that has begun with the Ace of Wands, that first fire of inspiration, and now you're ready to complete that karma. You're ready to, rest. Yeah, rest. I'm getting a deep sense that you guys need to rest. It's like the situation has been hunching you, right? Has been creating this hunchback. It's almost like you're in a state of servitude, when I feel that the majority of you need to become your own leaders. I could be speaking here to a nodal axis that is very familiar to me, South Node in Libra, North Node in Aries, yeah? Not keeping yourself in a state of servitude, but actually rising above. This could also be South Node in Virgo, North Node in Pisces, yeah? Or it could even work in a way in which you have these placements in the 6th and 12th house. For a moment, I kind of stumbled upon, I feel like you guys are so tired, you're not even able to like form clear sentences lately. I really want you to take good care of yourselves, okay? And keep in mind that coffee is not the only way in which you can get your energy. You also need to sleep, yeah? And eat well and, do all those nice self-care routines. The Hermit, yeah, I see that in your career, whether it is in your studies or whether it is in this job that is really stressing you out at the moment, you would do well to just pull back your energy from this particular situation and do some study, do some self-reflection. A really important decision is on its way to you. And I feel that actually the future looks really blooming and bright. And I feel that even though you might find it hard at the moment to let go of this karmic connection, of this difficult, maybe living situation. If you live at home with a parent that pays for your studies and you have to complete your studies before you actually are able to move out, right? But you still have this kind of severe teacher on your head. Or if you are, as I mentioned, in an occupation, in a job where you feel that it would be too difficult to be jobless for the holidays, so you're thinking, okay, I can stay one more season, but it's really difficult because this person is really on my case. This boss is like either overworking you or undervaluing you. That's the worst kind of situation, where you are overworked and undervalued. That's basically being almost like in a slave position, right? But I feel like you're learning a lot at the moment with this energy about how can you claim your freedom? How can you stop being afraid and small and making yourself as if you're, I don't matter. How can you just like break out, and be like, wait a minute, hold on. I need to step in. I need to organize. I need to start making decisions, and decisions that empower you, decisions that in a way affirm your faith in the divine. Almost like I'm getting a sense of fishing, like you have your fishing rod, right? And you put a bait and you like throw it and you angle it really, really deep, and then you just wait. And you're gonna catch the big fish, but you have to actually get into the water and arm that fishing rod, and angle it away because it's not going to work otherwise. And I'm really sorry, I don't know that much about fishing. I think most of what I learned about fishing is from Stardew Valley. I know, but I hope I didn't offend those of you who are passionate with fishing, but I guess you understand where I'm going with this elaborate metaphor, right? You have to get out there and make yourself known. You have to put yourself out there. You have to risk yourself a little bit. And by putting this faith into the unknown, it's going to come back to you multiplied. But you have to take that small step and then allow spirit to move with you in this direction. So let's see what your oracle cards have to say. The familiar. So you have somebody by your side. You're not alone. An ally. Familiars can come in many different shapes or forms. It can even be like a spiritual force, like an energy that you feel around you. It can be even an object, a heirloom, potentially a locket that you have passed down from generations in your family that has the energy of the person that initially wore it. Like, for example, a locket with a bit of hair from your grandma, or a very famous ring, signet ring, right, from your grandfather. What is happening here? And I got like incredibly like hot, like when you feel a little bit ashamed because you made a mistake. You guys are so afraid of making mistakes. You can succeed in life, but you have to overcome this fear of making mistakes. I mean, in front of whom do you have to justify yourself? Do you have like, you know, you're an adult or in the process of becoming an adult, and adulting is basically this entire experience of standing in your power and making decisions and living with the consequences of those decisions. But if you make decisions that are true to you, you can live with the consequences of those decisions, rather than if you compromise and if you take somebody else's advice and you find yourself living a life that is not your own because you listen to other people. So it's really important that as much as you don't want to create tensions with the people around you, as much as you want to be obedient and kind and considerate, be careful that you're not wasting your life away in connections with people that are just taking from you, you know, and are using you and undervaluing you and overworking you. I think I keep repeating this because I think this is really important. So, you know, the wolf here in the background, you know, the familiar can also be a pet. It can be an animal spirit. That's where I was going with those examples earlier. And you see the fire, right? So the fire talks about getting a little bit angry, getting a little bit like putting your foot in the door, not being afraid of this energy of divine fire, divine inspiration. Study fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and see how quickly they react to when people trespass their boundaries, or when people don't do what they want, or when somebody's trying to block them. If they have a goal to achieve, right? They have a lot of passion, a lot of humor in how they deal with the situations, and sometimes they can get quite, you know, aggressive a little bit, quite direct. They might not be everybody's cup of tea, but they end up living a life that is very authentic to themselves. So I'm not sure if you are fire energy, but I do see here Sagittarius. So Sagittarius could be really significant. It's also, you know, Sagittarius energy is about not being so afraid of exploring. Explore your options in your career. What's the problem? Why are you so connected to a situation that is harming you, is taking away from your energy? And I don't mean to judge you. Please don't feel like I'm coming at you, because I feel like I came at you a little bit strong. I'm getting a sense here that you kind of need somebody to give you a good pep talk, like somebody to kind of prep you up, you know, like a boxer going in the ring. I'm using all these metaphors because I generally feel that you need fire. You might have been quite depressed. You might have been quite low on energy because you've been opening up your personal boundaries to the people at work. And maybe you've even said yes to your boss a lot of times because you were afraid of losing your job. But this in turn made you, this person's more or less, you know, please don't get offended, but a little bit like a puppet. And the familiar is here to call you back to your divine spirit, to your divine energy. You are no one's puppet. You shouldn't feel like you're a puppet. You shouldn't feel like you're a slave to your job. And even though you might have mortgage payments, even though you might have a family to sustain, you can always find something better out there as long as you believe and as long as you take these strategic leaps of faith into the unknown. Yeah, so definitely save up some money, plan your exit. But if something has been draining you for a very long time, I see that you need to claim your freedom. Here with Sagittarius, it's like, that's it, enough, bye. You know, I'm moving on to greener pastures. Yeah, and it's also Sagittarius kind of fits with the metaphor I said earlier with the fishing rod, because the Sagittarius is that energy of the archer that pulls its bow backwards and shoots that arrow, and then their whole experience is about the adventure of going from point A to point B where the arrow has been stuck and trying to get it back. And that's the whole part of the wisdom process of a Sagittarius, you know. It usually, sometimes a Sagittarius travels the whole world to understand that actually what was most precious and most valuable in their life was right behind their nose, you know, or something like this. Is right in front of their nose, more like it. So there is this energy of seeking something and then coming full circle to a childhood passion or to something that you've always wanted to do, but maybe your parents were against it and they wouldn't fund the studies for that particular subject. They wanted you to do something more pragmatic when maybe you had more artistic ideas. With Sagittarius energy here, I can see that very strongly. Or it could be that, you know, you settled in your career. You went for something familiar, for something that wasn't really that complicated, that earned you an income and wasn't posing too many questions. But now with the current societal changes, it's becoming increasingly difficult to uphold this mask. So it's like spirit and energy. And with the Hierophant and the Hermit, Taurus and Virgo, Uranus is in Taurus at the moment, Virgo is opposed by Neptune in Pisces. You have to be authentic. You have to be authentic in your career. And I'm even getting, you have to start cranking down those creative projects, because you could actually create something that could affect the masses, right? So collectively, you could innovate, you could produce a work of art, give back to other people on a cultural level. So don't hold yourself back. I'm so excited about your energy that I can barely form straight, clear sentences, but I am also trying to organize it as I'm channeling these messages for you. And the final cards that I have here for you, it's retreat. Yeah, so again, we have another card that confirms the Hermit. Retreat, you know, what was once so promising now looks scary. So it's time for you to pull that energy back, okay? And don't feel guilty or ashamed for prioritizing your well-being, okay? That's one of the first things you should be doing, and it's part of the whole process of loving yourself. Taking risks is part of the process of loving yourself. So we also have here acceleration. So you might be thinking, a retreat and acceleration, what am I supposed to understand? This is about retreating from a current situation that is making you like this, like an angel with clipped wings, trapped in a cage that paradoxically it's open. All you need to do is pull down the lid and fly. But you're just standing there hunched, afraid, afraid of changes, afraid of the unknown, when actually the unknown is your friend in this situation, and the current situation where you find yourself is increasingly becoming more difficult to stomach. And it's telling you, the energy is telling you that as soon as you retreat, pull your energy back and move on to greener pastures, as soon as you fly and remember that you can fly, that freedom is something to be enjoyed, not to feel terrorized by, then in your career, you'll be able to move forward with projects that you've always wanted to achieve. This kind of makes me feel of a childhood pleasure, a childhood joy. Think back to what did you want to do when you were a kid? What was the form in which you used to play? And ask your parents or ask your relatives, what did I enjoy doing? What was the thing I was mostly playing with, It's super, super important to go back to that. For example, I enjoyed storytelling. I would look at pictures and create stories, and my grandma would write them down. Or I enjoy lining up my toys and teaching them. And that's exactly what I've become, a teacher and a writer. So there is something there that speaks to you from your past, and you need to accelerate in the direction towards making that wish come true in your career and in your studies. Yeah, so a change is coming in your career. There is this process of pulling back your energy from the current situation and then accelerating forward. It's exactly the kind of energy that I felt at the beginning. I'm so happy that Spirit is here, and it actually got reflected in these tarot cards. So it's that right? Pulling back and then lunging forward in a completely new direction. I really hope you have enjoyed this reading. This is what I had for you today. Make sure to enter the giveaway, okay? Help me give you a gift. And I also hope to see you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 2, hey my loves, I'm so happy to have you here. This is for those of you that were drawn to the boiler coffee cup. It's a tinier one. So maybe there is something, there's this energy of constriction coming into your career and in your professional study path. Let's see what your cards have to say. Before I dive into the reading though, I do need to remind you that this is a celebratory pick a card reading. This is a giveaway for a chance to win one general tarot reading with me, for me, with me. I don't know, phrasal verbs and prepositions have really been a challenge for me today. But anyway, coming back to the announcement, please comment down below, like this video, subscribe, and in your comment, let me know who's your favorite leader and why. This can be somebody local or somebody national, somebody famous. Just let us know so we can learn from you, so you can also stand a chance to win a free reading with me, okay? So in the reading today, I'm shuffling from the Mystical Moments Tarot, and already your cards are popping out. And I have here your oracle cards. Yeah, we're gonna find out what is the energy in your career at the moment, what is coming up, what messages do you need to know. Okay, so Four of Cups. You're feeling bored. You're feeling bored. You feel like you might be missing out on important opportunities, but also you're reluctant to move. You're reluctant to receive a different opportunity. Yeah, interesting. There is a sense of a little bit of fear here coming into play. Also, it's also an energy of some of you could have actually received an opportunity to study someplace else, to go on some sort of career break, to I'm getting a sense that, you know, somebody's trying to make your life, your career, work life a little bit easier, but you're reluctant to take this opportunity. There is a distinct lack of trust and a fear of trying out something new, and there could be even a sort of habituated response to having a dark cloud over your head at work. It's like there could be a pattern here where you think work has to be hard, or it has to be difficult or challenging in order to somehow be substantial. And when somebody comes in and they actually offer you, look, you can go and study in this magnificent place, you know, and we're gonna give you a stipend, and, you know, all expenses included. All you need to do is say yes and go, you know. Or they might give you a different position, but you might be thinking, oh my God, that's too difficult, too much responsibility. Am I actually going to be able to do it, you know? But it might come with a better income and with more visibility, and, you know, your status might increase. And you're like, I don't think I'm going to take this, you know? That's why I'm kind of laughing, because it's a little bit like you're, for the majority of you that chose this group, you're putting obstacles towards the path of your success because you're not really trusting that you can actually earn more and work less hard. So there's something here about the philosophy that pushes you into work. Maybe a lot of you grew up with this phrase drilled into your head, you know, you have to work hard in order to earn a lot of money and be successful in life. But there is a difference there, you know, between working harder and working smarter, creating quality work that speaks for itself and can actually take a longer time to process or be disseminated than waking up each day and just putting yourself, drilling yourself down with a lot of effort and worries, and, you know, even kind of clenching your body, like developing a really thick frown here, you know, because you're just very, the Romanian word for it would be îndârjire, which is kind of like ruthless determination, you know. But I see that the universe wants to give you a gift. Let's see what this gift is about. So we have here the High Priestess, the gift of waiting and of not doing much. And then we have the Queen of Cups, the gift of compassion, of soft speaking, of having connections with people that support you. 444, when I said that, and this is the second time it happens in the reading. And then the gift of strength, yes, Leo. So you have two major arcana here that are a lot about grace under pressure. Maybe this is what you're experiencing at the moment, you know? You're feeling as if the situation in which I find myself is not at all ideal, but I have to put up with it. I have to wait. I can't just launch into something new. And there's an itch on my left leg, which kind of tells me that you're kind of itching to make a change, but you're not really ready, or you don't feel like you're, it could be the right time for you to make this change. Maybe a lot of people are moving away. Maybe you need to wait for a specific deadline to actually make this move, or maybe you're just waiting on a couple more paychecks so you have enough money saved so you can actually make a bigger move. So at the moment I see that you are blessed with very good collegial relationships. I feel that people at work see you as a very compassionate person and that they admire you. They really, I'm getting a sense that they like you, you know, a lot. I don't get a sense that you're seen in a very bad light. I feel that on the contrary, you're kind of like a very sacrificing energy in your work. Like you know, you could be a little bit down or morose, but at the same time, you're kind and helpful with the people there, you know? Almost like people know that you might struggle in your personal life, but when you come to work, you're able to set that aside and you're able to just do the job, even though it might not be a job that you feel that your heart and soul is placed into it. And I can see how the light entered this reading here. So yeah, you're a person that brings a lot of light to people at work. Maybe you're this kind of individual that brings cups of coffee, you know, for your coworkers, or you bake stuff and you bring them, you know, baked goods, which is so sweet. And every workplace should have a person like you if you're doing this. But I'm getting the sense as well that because you're so sweet and self-sacrificing, maybe you grew up with an understanding that, you know, good things might never happen to people like me at work. Maybe it's some sort of conditioning related to the social class that you grew up in, and you find it difficult to make that mental leap towards more, towards wanting better for yourself. You might be thinking that this happens to people in televisions, in movie series, right? But not to you. And I actually see that you're actually quite a perceptive, intuitive person, and feeling a little bit self-conscious, because I said actually twice, but you could be a person that is a little bit self-conscious. Yeah. I feel that you would make like a great medic or a counselor if you already don't work in these professions. But there is something here about a little bit of low self-esteem and learning how to manage that low self-esteem. So you ask for that promotion, so that you apply for that better job, so that you even talk about your experience of being able to create a very harmonious collegial environment in each job that you had as some sort of a really important relationship skill to advertise to other people if you are standing in front of a committee and you're going for a job interview. So oftentimes we forget that. We think that, oh, our degrees really matter, or the skills that I have. And while that is true, it also matters what kind of a person you are as a personality and how you will integrate yourself in a group of other people. And I feel that you are a sweetheart from that point of view, with the queen, not the king. Interesting. Some of you watching this are men and you identify with the King of Cups. So water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, very sweet, very sensitive, artistic as well. You guys could actually be studying to become artists, or you're studying to somehow, you know, become professional graphic artists, maybe even performers, musicians, actors, but you're not feeling acknowledged yet. You know, you're feeling like, oh, auditions don't work out, exhibitions never prioritize me, everybody else keeps getting these great bursaries, but I keep applying and nothing ever happens to me. Or like in that beautiful Chet Baker song, everything happens to me, you know, and it's usually a lot of obstacles and impediments, you know. Yeah, there's a feeling here that the career choices you're making at the moment, and this can apply just for a small group of you, are related to your partner as well. So you might be feeling like, you know, Lexi, I mean, it's wonderful what you're saying here, but I can't actually just make a career move because I need to talk to my husband, or I need to talk to my partner, to my wife, you know. And I feel that you guys are always keeping this person in mind. You see how she's having this hand on the seahorse? Very protective. It's like you make decisions by consulting your partner in your career. And this applies for those of you that have a partner, or in some cases for those of you that are just studying right now. You make decisions by talking to your relatives first. I do feel that in this period, the more you wait, the better the situation will become. So whatever feels difficult at the moment, it's just a period. And I have, I'm hearing have faith, you know? Yes, I have faith, but I feel like you should have faith as well, because maybe there have been situations that have been trying you, and see, as I'm adapting to the light that is filtering through my blinds, it's really important that you do the same. Adapt, you know, adapt to the current difficulties, and you will reach the end. You will walk out of the dark tunnel into the light, yeah? Maybe you just needed some encouragement. Let's see what your oracle cards have to say right now. I'm conscious of the time as well. So we have here Aries energy. This is interesting because this is a little bit of a change in the energy that I picked up before. We have neophyte, study. It was 11:11 when I looked at the recording time. Yeah, and then we have the card of compassion. So what I see here is that in your career, you would do well from gaining extra training. It would be great for you if you are able to accept this opportunity. And I think that this opportunity is for you to, maybe you've been working as a nurse. Okay, this is the scenario I'm picking up more strongly. Maybe you're working as a nurse, you come from a working class background, you have been accustomed to a certain level of, income, or maybe being perceived in a certain light, and now your boss or somebody in your environment has noticed how compassionate you are, how willing to serve others you are, how loyal you are, how you show up every day in spite of how difficult your personal life might be. You show up in your professional, and now they want you to go and do a master's or a PhD. They want to put you through some further professional training that will actually level you up, help you become a leader, a manager, have a better position, okay, which will change your social status and potentially your class denomination, and your income will be better. But I feel that at the moment you're reluctant to take this opportunity, and it could be because of a partner or a child or somebody that depends on you. But I feel that for the majority of you, this is you not believing in your inner strength, and that's why the universe has put you in a little bit of a waiting period at the moment in your career. Things are kind of slowing down, they're a little bit sluggish, and I think it's because you really need to face the ways in which you might self-sabotage yourself in your career. Wow, and as I'm saying this, the sun is pulling back in between the clouds. You see how in your reading, and in your reading only, my face is kind of cut by the shadow, and then you have the light as well. So you need to investigate right now what could be the reasons that hold you back from fully trusting an offer at work or in your studies to better yourself. What is holding you back? I feel that some of you are even sarcastic, that you laughed at it, yeah, like this can happen to me, Of course, you are amazing, and whole of our existence here in this incarnation and in previous others incarnations as well is for us to grow and expand and take risks and challenge ourselves and learn. Yeah, so the more you put yourself in this humble, I'm here to learn, student kind of energy, the more you are going to progress in your career. The more opportunities will come towards you, and I feel that the better you'll be perceived, because you already have this gorgeous Piscean energy, right? Neptune could play a significant part in your career. Pisces energy, maybe you have your 6th house in Pisces, maybe you have Neptune on your rising or in the 10th house. A lot of you are supposed to leave behind a very spiritual, healing, creative, imaginative, nurturing legacy. So it's important for you to not put yourself down, okay? Look, there is a beautiful bird giving you shelter from this dark cloud that always seems to be raining on you. Spirit has created a parasol, a protection device. This is your opportunity, and I feel that especially if you identify with having a strong Piscean or water placements in your professional houses, this doesn't have to be only the 6th house, by the way. It can be the 2nd house, the house of money and our independent earned income. The 6th house is the house of our everyday routine and administration and basically work in the service of others. And then the 10th house is how we accumulate what we're earning in the 2nd house with our everyday routines and the work we're doing in the service for others. And we're creating our legacy, our public status, how people perceive us, the number of years we have been doing those things in the 2nd and the 6th house, coagulate in the 10th house, the midheaven, the house traditionally ruled by Capricorn, while the 2nd house is ruled by Taurus and the 6th house is ruled by Virgo. So I see that if you have significant placements in those areas, you, my darling, are meant to succeed at work. You're meant to slowly climb the career ladder. And you could even have this karmic, how should I put it into words? This karmic, not maybe homework. Homework would be a good word, yeah. Because it's not debt. It's more like you're meant to let go of karma as you're bringing more blessings. So your dharma, as you're satisfying your dharma in this incarnation. by climbing the social ladder, by moving from one career to another, you know, from one small position to a bigger position, from one source of income to more wealth and abundance, from a specific class denomination to a higher up one, right? So you've got everything it takes. Your heart is in the right place. I feel that for the majority of you, you are actually in the right career for you. You are studying the thing that you should be studying. This is more of a problem of low self-worth and thinking that you're not good enough, feeling the pressure of how will I fit in an environment with people that are of an upper class, right? Or in an environment of people that are incredibly elite, right? Or very rich or very educated. How will I fit in? I have such humble background, such humble skills. But the thing is that you're underselling yourself and a little bit undervaluing yourself, because you actually have a lot of passion, drive, and dedication with Aries energy here. It's just that maybe because of your gender, maybe because of your racial background as well, you've been made to feel that you're not supposed to stand out, when in reality you already have these qualities, and I feel that in your astrological birth chart they stand out. So there is a very beautiful combination here of water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and fire energy, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, and they're coming together to create drive and creative determination, compassion, and also adjusting to this new leadership position that I feel is your destiny. So I feel that this has been a very strong reading. Let me know how you get on. Make sure that you don't forget to comment down below and enter my giveaway, okay? Help me give a gift to you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here and being part of my family, and I really hope to see you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 3, hello my loves, I'm so happy to have you here. This is for those of you that were drawn to the Jupiter cup, the Jupiter glyph. I'm kind of getting a feeling that this is also my pile, so hey soul fam. Welcome to a special celebratory pick a card reading. Yes, I had to practice pronouncing that word because I stumbled upon it 2 times. I also realized that I'm channeling so strongly in the reading today that I could barely breathe in group 1 and group 2's reading. So hopefully in your reading I can be a little bit more chill, more mellow. Maybe this is my spiritual group. Maybe this is the group of healers, the group of people that genuinely need to focus on their breathing and take it a little bit slower in the type of work that they are doing. You know, it might serve the purpose of calming other people or healing them or inspiring them. So in your reading today, I do want you, before I get into your cards, to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. What are you doing? Come on, join the fam. Also, comment down below and let me know who is your favorite leader and why. And then you stand a chance to win a general free tarot reading with me, okay? So I have here the Mystical Moments Tarot, which keeps slipping out of my hands today. Maybe there's a situation that's quite slippery for you at work right now. I'm gonna pull some, I wanted to say pull, but it's like, oh my god, there's the energy of a flood of opportunities, maybe orders, maybe projects, collaborations. There is, I'm getting this vision of, you know, water breaking through an old dam that had some creeks in it. So you are really letting go of tradition. You're letting go of the limitations that have blocked you in the past, and you're taking some bold steps forward without fear. Yes, I love this energy for you. Okay, so a lot of cards dropped to the table. I hope I can make sense of the story that they tell. Yeah, you're a little bit concerned. You're like, can I handle all this abundance? Will I be able to truly match up? Wow, and there are so many autumn leaves floating in the air right now. I really wish you guys could see it, but I don't want to mess the camera by switching it. Wow, so a lot of things are gonna float into your career energy. If you've been holding back, if you've been trying to contain things, maybe your blessings, maybe your abundance, I feel like you might have tried to slow down the process. I feel that what lies ahead on your career path is a lot of opportunities, a lot of abundance, an income that is growing. even like potentially if you switched studies, or if you have just embarked upon your studies, you're really gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna take a variety of many different classes. You're gonna enjoy completing the schoolwork. This is the energy of a lot of blessings and abundance coming in. I mean, you did choose Jupiter, right? And Jupiter expands whatever it touches. So maybe some of you have Sagittarius natally in your chart, you know, like myself. I have a Sagittarius stellium and my moon is in Sagittarius. So there we go. Temperance, Sagittarius energy, the angel of abundance, the annunciating angel. But also with Temperance here coming upright, there is a need here to keep yourself balanced in the process of organizing all of this wealth. I'm kind of getting an Emperor energy as well, because, you know, the Emperor is the one that organizes the abundant nature that the Empress brings in. So there is a feeling here of trying to keep a level head, trying not to get too arrogant, trying not to inflate your ego. It's like, I'm the person, look at all this abundance I'm manifesting. But keeping a humble, steady, balanced approach will also continue to help you navigate through this flood of opportunities. It's also important for your health, so that you don't overdo it or overwork yourself, right? We have here, oh my God, the 10 of Cups. A partner is coming in to help you. I feel that maybe for some of you out there, maybe the last year or the last couple of years have been a little bit like work, or you've been working intensely in the last year to try to establish the administrative foundations of your business, of your project, or maybe just apply for a college and get into it, right? That has been more or less of a difficult process. I'm hearing for some of you that was an ordeal. It's like the energy really tries, like a lot of things try to come out very quickly, and I'm trying to kind of contain them. But this is the energy that's coming in your career as well, right? Opportunities left and right, chances to collaborate left and right, people coming to help you, offering their services to you to enhance your team. If you're managing or leading a team, your team is going to grow bigger. If you're in a position at work, you're gonna go the level up, okay? You're gonna climb that career ladder. If you are in charge of your business, you're gonna get more orders, right? So get ready, okay? You do need to have a very safe and self-sustaining everyday routine in order to help you manage with this flow of abundance. But what I see complicating the situation, and I'm sorry about my nose, Spirit is here, right? Because my nose has started like itching again, and I'm trying not to scratch it on camera to do the ladylike thing. But we have here with the 10 of Cups, I feel you're gonna fall in love and it's gonna be so inconvenient. Because you'll be like, I just want to be with my partner. Oh my God, I have so much work. You know, it's like, I just want to rest with my partner. Oh my God, I need to reply to this person that wants to offer me a book deal, right? Or wants to collaborate on a podcast with me, or wants to, I don't know, maybe you need to advertise, you know, maybe this is like a paid promotion kind of thing. Or you will get a lot of creative ideas, and you'll feel like a little bit possessed by some angel of inspiration that will be just sitting next to you and kind of like, do this kind of thing, do this idea, you know, like have this idea, you know, oh, what if we do this? Oh, what if we do that? What if we create, you know, something completely different? And you're gonna feel so happy. You're gonna be so happy and so overwhelmed at the same time. So it's kind of like a two-parter. This might not apply for all of you. This could just be happy that you're able to do something you finally love in your career, happy that you are attracting a lot of abundance and a lot of people, you know, giving you attention, and maybe even like sharing your business and talking about it and giving you good reviews, you know. But for some of you out there, I'm getting a distinct feeling that this is, I'm getting a sense that this could happen actually quite soon. I'm getting a sense that by the next time there will be a water season, so by Pisces season, because right now I'm filming this in Sagittarius and we have Capricorn and Aquarius season to go through until Pisces season. But in a water sign season, you will either have a person come back to you, fall in love, meet somebody completely new. I don't know, this is not a love reading, guys, but I'm getting a sense that you will have a partner. You'll have a person that will bring you those, you know, triple shot espressos that give you the energy to go out and do the work, you know. And you have a partner that loves you, so you're gonna have that replenishing energetic force from somebody that sustains you, you know. This is wonderful. Let me know, guys, you know, because personally I can say I never had something like this. So let me know if this ever happened to you, if a person, instead of draining you of your creative energy, is actually supporting it, you know. So that's so wonderful, and I love to see this energy here. Let's keep it moving. Wow, the Tower. Yeah, so as I said at the beginning, this is the dam breaking. As I saw that vision, you know, I had this image of water breaking through the dam, but here it's also like a lot of rubble and fire and gas and air. Something that has been brewing for a long time is finally going to be unleashed. So if you've been sitting on a book deal, if you've been pondering whether to make that career change, if you've been wondering, should I go for this thing, and you've been thinking about it and thinking and thinking and thinking, and the wheels have been turning, now the machine is going to explode, and it's going to place you directly on the path towards fulfilling your heart's desire. And I'm having such a strong deja vu moment, almost as if I dreamt that I will be creating this reading for you and saying this exact thing at this exact moment. Wow, I'm getting a sense that you will get like a feeling of divine intervention. It's like, really, is this happening right now? Exactly when I feel like I should be ready for this, this is exactly now happening. So you will get a helping hand, a sum of money, a partner that supports you. You will get something that you've always wanted coming into your life in a very kind of dramatic way, you know, all of a sudden, out of the blue, bam, blessing. We also have here, yeah, the Knight of Swords, incoming communication. I feel that, oh my God, get ready, because next year, messages left and right. I think that if you are in a period where you're still thinking about things, where you're still kind of waiting, you're a little bit inexpectative, you know, use this time to rest, you know, get as much sleep as possible, because it's almost like when you have a child, maybe some of you are expecting actually. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this could be the 10 of Cups, right? You're on the cusp of creating your family, and you're wondering, will I be able to continue my studies while, you know, I have the baby, or after the baby comes? Will I be able to keep working on my orders, you know, on my creative business? Will I be able to, you know, have both the family and the work balance? How will I go with that? Well, I think you're going to speed through it, right? I think you're going to unleash a multitasking ability within yourself that maybe was always there, but it was dormant. You never felt like you needed the stress to tap into it. Well, now Spirit is pushing you in this direction, you know. You're going to be able to juggle many things at the same time, and you're going to deal with them swiftly and briefly. And I have a feeling that you could even take on an assistant. The Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius is coming in your life. This is a person of the same age as you. It's going to help you. For some of you, this could be the partner, right? The person that will declare their love to you. Or you might actually get into a steady commitment after a period of, I don't know, who is this person? Or you might just meet this person through work next year for some of you. There's this Mars energy, yeah? So men will help you next year, okay? If in the past maybe they were obstacles towards the path of your success, if they drained you of energy, I have the feeling you're finally meeting a partner that can support you in your career, will not feel intimidated or jealous of your work. And then we also have here the King of Wands. Oh my goodness. So yeah, with the Temperance and the King of Wands, this could be a Sagittarius, okay? You could have a Sagittarius on your way. If you are not a Sagittarius, or if you don't identify with this Jupiter energy, you felt drawn towards it for a specific case. And I feel the need to play with my hair. Hair, you know, guys, is about sexuality, right? And power and strength. So there is something here regarding the ways in which you'll seamlessly flow into the connection with this very powerful individual. I mean, it's a King of Wands. I'm just getting that a lot of men are entering your life to support your cause. So definitely an air sign individual of the same age and experience as you, maybe a couple of years younger or a couple of months younger than you. And then an older fire sign that is like, I'm here to lead the path. I'm here to support you. I'm here to pledge a lot of money to your cause. I'm here to help you grow bigger, get more globally known if you're just locally known. This is a really ambitious individual. Oh my goodness. And I think this could be your potential counterpart. In some cases, for some of you, this could be the air sign. For others of you, this could be the fire sign. Okay, I'm reading for an increasingly large collective, guys. So apply it to your case. We also have here the 5 of Wands, which is really strange. No, sorry, the 5 of Coins, 5 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you might not be comfortable with this energy. You might be feeling like, oh, there's too much excitement. I'm not accustomed to excitement. Because especially what I said at the beginning, if you guys are the spiritual group, the healing group, maybe you guys are accustomed to having like a very peaceful, calm approach, dealing with people face to face, or maybe, you know, on a case-by-case basis online. Maybe you're accustomed to not deal with such large groups of people. But I feel that this energy is like, you know, like a tsunami wave entering into your life, and it will really activate that very primal, passionate side inside of you, especially so if you are becoming a parent. So you're kind of tapping into that instinctive animal parenting energy, like I need to protect my cub, right? But at the same time, I feel that if you're falling in love next year, you're going to tap into that sexual energy, right? And especially if it's been a while for some of you, you're going to, you know, you're going to expand energy in that way. So I feel that a lot of things are going to happen for you. Wow, I'm a bit overwhelmed. I can't believe I chose this pile. The 5 of Coins talks here about a certain hang-ups regarding your worthiness. So there might be moments when you might actually decide to pull back from all of this energy, because you might be thinking, no, but is this really happening to me? Am I really worthy of this? Should I really say yes to that new sum of money? Should I really agree to that collaboration? Should I really jump into the unknown with this opinion or idea that I have of mine? Yes, but there will be some dormant feelings of self-worth, low self-esteem. Interesting, because group 2 had that as well. You know, I do think that collectively Pluto and Capricorn is making us all face our shadows, and especially in terms of work, because Capricorn rules the public environment, the world of work, and our professional image. And with Pluto there, it's like getting deep to the bottom of our souls as to what matters in our professional life. What is the role of money in our lives, you know, and the material goods that we acquire with our income. So I feel that you're going to be reflecting on these things, and you're going to decide to unshackle yourself from the limitations in the past. This could even be that a lot of you are coming into a large sum of money, and for the first time in my life, sorry guys, I'm already kind of projecting. Let me just pull it back. But it could be that for the first time in your life, maybe you identify with my story as well, you get to have both love and money. Like you don't have to compromise, you know, which would be beautiful if that happens. But let's see. We have here as well patronage. Wow. So I think that you have created these opportunities by being generous with other people. And if you continue to kind of keep that energy flowing and keep it open, keep giving to the collective, to the people in your life, to the people you work with, it's going to come back to you. And I think this is the wave that's coming back. It's like your blessings, your dharma. I'm being very theatrical in your reading. You know, maybe some of you have planets, like very important planets, maybe the sun in the 2nd, 6th, or 10th house. These are our work and career houses. Maybe you have fire sign energy there. We have here number 23, rescue. It's on its way. If you've been feeling like, oh my God, I've been doing this on my own for so long, and it's like, when do I get a break, you know? It's coming. And this could be a break, could be a pension fund, right? A person that finally can support you, like a partner that can support you as you're doing your work. Maybe even setting the foundations, the legal and administrative foundations of your creative project, your creative idea, your creative business. rescue is on its way to you, okay? So if you've been battling everything on your own, you know, rolling with the punches through all of the challenges that life has placed you in your career area, now it's time for the reward. And I feel that it's been very hard for the majority of you, especially if you identify with my energy. It's been a difficult path, I'm not gonna lie, you know. So I'm so happy that these cards are popping up. I'm kind of becoming a little bit speechless, because I feel that my intellectual reasoning capacity is being a bit overwhelmed right now by the emotional side. But look, you're gonna keep a cool head throughout this entire experience. We have here Uranus. Some of you could actually become quite well known for your astrological gifts, for your scientific gifts. Paradoxically, Uranus, because it likes to be a little bit of a wacky kind of energy, rules both over the area of astrology and also over the area of scientific thought, right? Further leading us to the entanglements, the deep entanglements that exist between science and spirituality, which are not disconnected, no matter what the media or the news are telling you, okay? So I feel that Uranus here, it could be even Uranus in Taurus. Uranus in Taurus could be transiting your 7th or your 5th or your Venus, and maybe even Mars for some of you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting that energy. Uranus conjunct Jupiter as well for the next year. And this is gonna bring a fresh wave of opportunities that liberate you, that help you grow and expand. And exactly, if you guys have been kind of limited, or you've been self-limiting yourself because of the rules and regulations surrounding your work, these are gonna be blown apart in the next period, yeah? And I feel that for the majority of you, that I'm trying not to rush through it, but the messages keep coming in very hot and fast. For the majority of you, this is gonna happen in the year following from when you stumble upon this reading, okay? We have here Wizard. Oh my god, it's like changes, like excitement. I'm getting so hot in your reading, and also tremors, like ooh, random opportunities that surprise you out of nowhere. So we have the Cave, Retreat. Look at the bear. I love this card. It's so safe and cozy and speaks of the holiday season, right? And we have here the Wizard, which is spiritual impeccability. By standing in your integrity, by being your authentic self, you are gonna prosper like you've never prospered so far. And I feel that you've been tested and challenged, and that's what led you to hone your spiritual impeccability. And now, as I said before, here comes reward time. But similar to group 2, before this can happen, you do need to take some time to rest, okay? So if nothing is happening in your life at the moment, at the next full moon, I feel that there will be a deluge of blessings. Things are gonna pick up. The energy is gonna start to put you more center stage if you've been in the background for a very long time. So get some rest, you know, hydrate, write your creative projects down and your plan for the future. Maybe even make a vision board. It's always a fun exercise to tease that inner child out to play, because I feel that after a long period of waiting, you are just going to step into your bliss at work, and you'll be supported by people in unconditional, mysterious, and beautiful ways. So I hope this has helped. This has been a fantastic reading. I really hope that this comes true for you. I mean, look at this. Fireworks, right? Could even be something for New Year's Eve that kind of pops into your life out of the blue from this fire sign. So, okay, I'm gonna stop here. God bless. I do hope you win the competition. Make sure that you actually, you know, join it and leave a comment down below. And I really hope to see you, my loves, in my next one. The next reading will probably be something more romantic. I'll keep you posted. Bye.